Here's another one for you. Inmate accused of trying to hire Hitman to kill her family for $2 million inheritance. What's the rush? If the $2 million is guaranteed to be hers, why would she start spending it before she even get her hands on it? I just wait them all out. I got time. A woman jailed in Florida for threatening to kill her former co-workers at Disney. Just angry, allegedly tried to hire her fellow inmates to kill her parents and grandparents for a $2 million inheritance. First off, there's nothing fellow about an inmate that'll sell you out quick for an extra tray on the line or a day off their sentence. Nope. Tureygua Inaru, 29, from Orlando, has been locked up since December and recruited her cellmates in the murder-for-hire plot, according to law enforcement. Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez told the station WESH that the woman told her two fellow inmates that her parents were wealthy and she would receive a $2 million inheritance upon their deaths, according to an affidavit. She's in jail talking about she's rich. They probably thought she was nuts. And if you're looking for a hitman that's already locked up, you're not looking for a very good hitman. Jailed Tureygua Inaru, and I know I'm butchering her name, 29, allegedly offered her cellmates $50,000 per victim to have her parents and grandparents killed. The 29-year-old also allegedly used social media to cyberstalk Assistant State Attorney Peter Francis Donnelly, who was prosecuting her case. She said she wanted him to suffer and didn't care if his family died too, according to the court filings. $2 million is a considerable amount of money to live on, but not if you're going to give most of it out settling scores with anybody that pissed you off. She was quoted as allegedly saying that if she could not find anyone to carry out the killings, she would gladly do it herself. Sheesh. Instead of taking Inaru up on her offer, her cellmates alerted a corrections officer to the homicidal plot. The inmates told investigators that Inaru gave them instructions on how to make the murders look like a robbery gone wrong. She was in the county jail shopping for a whole hitman among people who was probably in there for traffic tickets and stealing Amazon packages. In January, the sheriff's office sent an undercover detective posing as an inmate into Inaru's jail cell. The woman allegedly talked to the cop about her antipathy towards the prosecutor, but denied trying to hire a hitman. During a subsequent interview with the investigators, Inaru allegedly admitted to plotting to have her family wiped out. I want them all dead. Inaru claimed that her mother and father molested her and her siblings when they were children, and there might be something to that. But one of her family members told cops that she needs mental health help. There might definitely be something to that also. From the way she's been acting from the very beginning, from threatening her co-workers to trying to get her family clipped and even cyber stalking the prosecutor, I'm starting to think she doesn't have a $2 million inheritance. Maybe she just legitimately needs help. The 29-year-old was charged Monday with 3 counts of solicitation to premeditated murder and 1 count of cyber stalking for allegedly sending death threats to Donnelly. During her initial court appearance this week, Inaru asked the presiding judge to state his name, and when he did, she replied with a smirk, "Good to know." I think it's safe to say she won't be coming home for a very long time.